We'll get it.
Stu comes in.
Yo, Adamo, look, I'm wearing my boys' merch.
Say hello to the lovely viewers.
Here, let me join up on my.
Should I put the names at the bottom?
Yeah, Insider Man gets me every
So
time.
everyone knows he's Insider Man.
I'm gonna pull it up on my phone.
Watch this. I could just kick Adamo out just like that and bring him back in.
Happen?
Or I can make it just
Is
Adamo.
it just me? Guys, touchdowns to home runs here. No, I'm fine.
Yeah. Hey, we got someone.
Yo, the
comment.
Instagram.
Graham, what's going on?
We're getting some Instagram followers, eh?
Are we?
Yeah, we're at. We just hit 300 yesterday.
Hey, we
Graham's
okay.
got-
I was trying to edit the bio. I was trying to edit the bio and it didn't let me.
So was I.
That was weird.
I went
Sorry.
yesterday. I was trying to change it to 6.3K,
Yeah,
and it gave me some errors that I had to like email.
yeah. I didn't get.
I
that
want to
either,
say something, but I'm not going to say it on stream.
Hey, Declan.
Oh, we gotta look who's in
Up
the
the
chat.
IG.
It's the same name. It's just
IG
touchdowns
is
to
at
home runs. You can go on.
TDCHRs, I'll
Yeah.
put it in the chat.
No, it's touchdowns to home runs.
Is it still at TDCHRs?
No,
No,
it's
no,
touchdowns to home runs. What are
Oh
you
my
doing?
god.
There we
Yes,
go,
that's
correction.
it. It's touchdowns to home runs.
That is the IG.
Okay, we'll wait for
Apparently
people,
we're subscribed
people
to
to
our own
come in,
channel.
and then
Wait, it's not that one. It's it's okay. There we go.
yeah.
We're gonna do some NBA predictions. NBA predictions. It's gonna
Hey,
be
you
a
just
fun one.
followed this shit stuff.
Let's
Oops.
go.
You're trying to get us demonetized. All right, we'll wait for some people to trickle in, and then
How does that work? Does it pick up that I just cussed or?
I don't know. Like, there's the thing built into
On
the
what?
thing that like does
Yeah,
the
it probably
subtitles.
does. YouTube.
So that's probably how they pick it up.
I didn't hear anything.
Got another comment. There we go. Declan followed. That'd be Declan. I don't just hope Field does good with the Bears. I know he's gonna. The jersey's already purchased. Everything's purchased for Fields.
He's not
to come to
starting
Bears.
week 1 though, so that's tough.
He's
That's a
gonna start
big
week
L for
1.
you, bro.
Unless Matt Nagy continues to be dumb and stupid. I don't want no Andy Dalton. And you know who we play week 1? We do play the Rams week 1. So I'm guessing you want Andy Dalton to start week 1, but I think Fields Super Bowl champs this year. No
All I'm
questions
saying,
asked. No
historically,
questions
every Bears QB sucks. Historically, all the Ohio State quarterbacks suck. So, like, now you're going to get an extra bad quarterback. So have fun. Yo, Adamo, put on the Instagram that we're
asked.
live.
Yeah, but
Way ahead of you, buddy.
Oh, you already
how
did?
many-
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a Sunday night game. I cannot wait. I cannot wait for week one. I just want it to be fall. I don't even care about summer. Just get me back to football.
Okay, we need some people to join so that we could get going here. Where's Josh?
He'll join.
Can you guys hear me and see me all right? Like my Wi-Fi.
Your camera's kind of blurry on my screen.
Yeah. Okay, I noticed that too.
Here, let me try to reconnect my Wi-Fi.
Wait, let me just make sure my screen share works. I could do window. Oh no, that doesn't work. Chrome tab. Adamo, can you see the top bar, or you can just see the actual bracket
Of what?
of my screen, right
screen?
now? Oh no, it's not putting it
No,
up. That's
I
why.
can't see your screen. Noah, I think he's frozen.
Yeah, he is frozen.
Or is it just not moving? No, he's definitely frozen. Interesting.
Get better Wi-Fi, kid.
YouTuber.
Yeah, I've never seen Noah mess up his Wi-Fi in my life.
Seriously?
Yeah, this is the first. This guy's just gone, eh? Holy.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, there he goes. Well,
Perfect. Now
Clear
it's
the
just our
screen
show.
now. Can you share screen? Actually, I can share screen.
Yeah, but Noah has to put us in the show.
No. All right. How many do we got on? We got any on? Two watching. Probably not.
Probably not. Yo, where is Noah though?
I'm back.
Oh, there he is. Okay.
Wi-Fi and everything. Sister won't stop watching Netflix.
Yeah, you want to just start the show?
Yeah, we can start it.
So we don't really need viewers.
Yeah,
for it.
it's
That's just kind of
we're
a
not
bonus.
taking questions right
Is
now.
my audio loud enough?
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, you're
better
good.
now.
Is mine loud? I remember last time it was pretty loud.
No, yours is fine now.
Okay.
Oh, perfect. You guys can see it. And wait, can you still see the NBA bracket even when I'm swapping screens?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, perfect. All right.
Okay.
So we'll do it. And then also, like if you see here, like if we click, there's number of games as well. So we could vote on the winner and then we could also vote on how many games.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me just reset this.
Here,
How do you think I reset this?
Maybe
Might
refresh.
just have to reload the page.
Well, that's awkward. This is a predicament.
First one, super chat $500 gets to join the live stream. Let's see here.
Yo, I can't get reset. There was literally a reset button.
Okay.
All right, let's get on it.
Ready to go? All right, let's rock and roll.
Who wants to intro?
You do it.
I'll let you go. Whatever. As we all
Hold
know,
on.
in a couple days, the
Whoa.
Yeah, redo that.
Yeah,
Redo
I was
that.
doing some vocal warm-ups.
Okay, is everyone ready now?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm good.
As everyone knows, the NBA playoffs will start. I think it's tomorrow that it's starting, actually. We still got one playoff game left to go. That is Memphis versus Golden State, which is happening about right now. But we're going to do our bracket predictions because we think we know what's going to happen and what's going to shake out with the play-ins. And I think that the bracket's pretty predictable. So here I got Bernie. I got the Insider Man, the anonymous and mysterious Insider Man with us. And today, together, we're going to fill out our NBA bracket. So it's going to be some exciting stuff, guys. So definitely stick around, sit back, relax, and enjoy this one. And should we start off with the Utah series? Are we going to go each conference in full and then we'll do the East? Okay.
Yeah,
So
I like it.
Utah versus Memphis or Golden State. First of all, let's vote on the play-in team. Who's going to win that?
My guess, I'll start first. My guess is Golden State.
Yeah.
I think that Steph Curry obviously is, in my opinion, the top scorer, at least this year, and what he can do from the three-point range. I mean, he's a guy who gives you 40 points a night. I would be a bit worried if Steph Curry, for some reason, isn't able to score. Brooks on Memphis is a very, very good defender, but I don't think there's a way that you can completely stop Steph Curry. So for that reason, I take Golden State.
Yeah, I agree. Steph Curry is just unstoppable, and we're talking about a one-game thing, so it's not like you're really game planning for this for the long run. It's just going to be Golden State. I could see him playing Steph 40 minutes a night, and he's probably going to drop 40. I know the game's in about an hour, so I'll take Golden State as well.
I think that the jersey behind me says it all. Like, I don't need to explain much. The Warriors should be playing Phoenix right now, but the refs were absolute garbage in that play-in game, and LeBron hit a lucky shot at the end. That's all I'm going to say. Warriors take that one easily. So them versus Utah, I'm honestly going to stick with the same thing. I know that Utah is the so-called number one regular season team, and I just don't think in the NBA regular season means anything. Like, if you honestly think that the Lakers and the Warriors are going to be first-round exits just because they're playing 1 and 2 teams, that's not how the NBA works. I think the team with the best player will always win. Whoever has the best player on the court will usually win in the NBA. So, honestly here, Steph Curry take over in the series. I'm going to go Warriors.
Want to go, Bernie?
Yeah, sure. I'll go. For me, I mean, I'm sort of with Noah here. I think Utah's not a very, very strong number one team. But you look at the Warriors team, they're not the Warriors that they were a couple of years ago. And I'm still going back to that thing that they're just so reliant on Steph Curry. Obviously, with Utah, it's a deep team overall, but you got Rudy Gobert, who gives them such an advantage inside. So my vote here is actually for Utah.
Yeah, I agree with Bernie. I think Utah's going to take it in maybe 6 or 7 games. Yeah, just like you said, they have the best defense in the NBA. Mike Conley is an elite defender. Rudy Gobert, in my opinion, is the best defender in the league. Donovan Mitchell, while not the greatest defender, is still Donovan Mitchell. So I'm going to take Utah. And I think they're going to – I don't think Golden State's going to go down easy, especially Steph Curry, but give me Utah.
Okay, so Utah is our first series, having them going on in the second round. What about Clippers, Mavericks? Especially after last season and the collapse that the Clippers had in the playoffs last season, I feel like it's really, really hard to pick them against who I think is a good Dallas Mavericks team. So I'm actually going to go Dallas here in this series.
For me, this is actually the matchup of the first round of the playoffs because it's a rematch of what we saw last year, Clippers and Mavericks, when it went 6 games. The difference is that the Clippers don't have Harrell anymore, which is sort of what Doncic last year really, really pushed in the playoffs. But that being said, I think the Clippers win the series, but right now the Mavericks for the series are actually the second biggest underdog at plus 300. So if you're a betting person, Mavericks might be a play here, but I like the Clippers.
Yeah, I agree. Same song and dance every year with Luka Doncic. He is terrific player, but like we said in the first series, Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, it's the team with the most stars is easily the Clippers. I think they have the better defense. I think the offense is close. I'd say Dallas is a better offense, but in the end, I like the Clippers to take this.
So Utah, LA is going to be our first conference semifinal matchup. And then we're going to go down to Denver and Portland now. I think this is an easy one. I'm going to take Denver here. I mean, you're going to have one of the MVP runner-ups. I don't think Jokic will win it. I think that it's still Steph Curry's award. But I think that he can be the most dominant player on the court any night he wants to be. And Denver's just a really, really depth team and a really, really good team. So even though Portland has like Damian Lillard, obviously, I'm still going Denver here.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think, yeah, you said it. Jokic is the best player in this series, but Portland actually has a top 5 offense in the NBA. I think Denver, not only did they have a good season, but unfortunately, you had a big injury back in, I think it was March. And for that reason, I think Portland, this is just their year to at least make it to the second round.
Interesting. I'm going to go with the Denver Nuggets to take this series, and I think they take it pretty quickly too. Damian Lillard is not a player that I'm a fan of come playoff time. I think he's going to get exposed defensively by whoever the Denver Nuggets put on him, especially because Denver is able to roll out a big starting 5 that can all switch. Nikola Jokic is, in my opinion, the MVP, and he's the best player in this series. So give me Denver.
Now comes the interesting one. Probably this is going to determine a lot about how the rest of the playoff goes because you have LeBron James, and it just doesn't feel right to not have LeBron James deep into the playoffs going up against the Phoenix Suns, who are the number 2 seed, and the Lakers are the 7th seed, which just doesn't look right. Any LeBron team being the 7th seed doesn't look right. As much I don't like LeBron, I'm not a LeBron fan at all. I respect the guy. He's one of the greatest to ever do it. But I just don't see how I don't take the Lakers here. It's so hard to just bet against LeBron. And I know that the Suns have constantly proven that they are deserving of this 2 spot the whole season, that they can make a run and do something special in this playoffs. But I honestly think that the Lakers should take this series.
Well, this one is going to come down to Adamo because I'm taking the Suns, but let me tell you why. What I don't like about the Lakers is the lack of depth. You're really, really reliant on Anthony Davis and LeBron as well. They don't really have much of a bench. Dennis Schroeder plays a huge part in what they do. I just think too much has to work out. Chris Paul and what they've done over there in Phoenix this year, I don't think they're a super, super strong 2 seed, but I think they're good enough to beat the Lakers here.
So this one's up to me. I'm going to say the Lakers. I'm done betting against LeBron. He may not be the best player in the league, but come playoff time, he's easily a top 2 player. I think there's obviously an argument to be made that he's the best player. The Lakers have the best defense in the league. They're also the best 3-point shooting team in the league. So I'll take the Lakers.
Okay, so do you guys want to finish off with the West first or go over to the East?
Let's go to the East. Let's do the first round.
Okay, so first round of the East, we got 76ers in Washington. I mean, Westbrook has his good games, and Washington's kind of on a hot streak right now. I know that they just dropped the game to the Celtics, but I think Washington's actually a better team and will make the series a bit more competitive than people will think, but I still think that the 76ers win the series.
For me, I think this is interesting because I think Washington has probably the second and third best players in this series. When you look at Beal and Westbrook, they've actually really surprised me the way that they've been able to work together. Because, before they actually came to the same team, I didn't think they would be working together at all. But that being said, Joel Embiid has taken a massive, massive step this year, in my opinion, especially in the way he leads the 76ers and what he does offensively. So I like the 76ers too.
So I just wanted to correct myself from last time. I said the Lakers were the best 3-point shooting team. I was looking at the wrong LA, so my bad there. But this one is very difficult because you're looking at 2 stars, but the better depth here is the 76ers. So I'm going to go with 76ers, but it's going to go 7 games. I think Russell Westbrook is an extremely overrated but still very good player. So I'll go with the 76ers.
Next series we got is Knicks and Hawks. I think that this is one of the most intriguing ones of the whole thing because you see that the Knicks are the 4th best seed, but yet most bookies will have the Hawks as the favorite team in this whole series. It's most interesting because we know the Knicks haven't been in the playoffs in forever, and they're kind of this cursed team with how their program's been doing and their team's been running. But yet they're in the playoffs and they're a 4th seed and they can make some serious noise in this series. I want to pick the Knicks because I feel like it's just good to see a team that has struggled that long and do well. But I think the Hawks just have a really good young team. I mean, you got Trae Young obviously leading that team. So I'm going to go to the Hawks here, but I would not be surprised if the Knicks take this series.
When I saw the way that this lined open with the Knicks as the underdog, I got absolutely excited because I love this Knicks team. They might not be terrific offensively, but they allow the least points per game and they hold opponents to the lowest field goal percentage out of anybody in the NBA. They're terrific, terrific defensive team. I know that people are going to love this Atlanta Hawks team, and rightfully so. They're a very, very fun team to watch, and Randall might not be the guy to lead the Knicks deep into the playoffs, but this is a very fun team to watch, so I'm taking the Knicks.
All right, so another one that's up to me. I'm going to go with the Knicks as well. I think they have an elite defense. They obviously have that superstar. Yep, Julius Randle is a superstar. He's an All-NBA player. He's an All-Star. He's phenomenal at everything. What I like about this Knicks team, too, is they can also shoot the 3-ball very well. RJ Barrett has proved that. Julius Randle, I don't know why, but defenses still give him space, and every time he's knocking it down. He could pass. He could do everything. Give me the Knicks.
Okay, so we got Bucks and Heat, which is a rematch that happened in last year's playoffs. Everything wants me to vote the Heat because I really like the Heat. I mean, a bunch of my favorite players are on that team. I love Jimmy Butler. He's one of my favorite players. I love Tyler Hero. But I think, again, the best player on this court is going to be Giannis. I don't see how you pick against the Bucks, so I'm going to go to the Bucks here.
I probably take the Bucks too, just because they're the best scoring offense in the NBA. They average over 120 points per game, which is obviously very, very impressive. The Heat are a pretty good defensive team as well, obviously have some experience from last year, but they're not a very good scoring team. I want to pick the Heat. They do have some value if you are a betting person, but I'm picking the Bucks.
So this one doesn't really matter, but give me the Bucks for obvious reasons. They have the best player. They're a significantly better rebounding team. The Bucks being the second best rebounding team in the league, and the Miami Heat being the second worst. So Giannis hasn't forgot last year. Give me the Bucks.
Was that our first one we all agreed on, or did we all pick the 76ers too?
I think we all
Can't
picked the
remember.
76ers.
Okay, so we've all picked the 76ers. Nets and Celtics is up next, and I think the Nets are the best team in the talent-wise. I know you can say whatever you want about how the Nets played this regular season and that they weren't as good as people expected them to. I still think the Nets win this series easy. Like, no questions asked, especially I'm pretty sure Jaylen Brown's out. I think that the Nets win this series easily.
All right. This is going to be my first big upset. I'm taking the Celtics here. Reason being, and the Nets are super, super talented. And I know people are going to hate me in the comments when we actually post this video. The thing that scares me, Harden, Durant, Kyrie have played a total of 8 games together. They've got no team chemistry. And come playoff time, I mean, that's really, what I think makes a true championship team. Boston might not have played good this year, but they do have some experience. They do have more chemistry than the Brooklyn Nets. And I'm also worried about the Nets defense in the playoffs. So I'm actually taking the Celtics.
So this one, once again, comes down to me, but I'm going to go with Noah here and say the Brooklyn Nets take this. Reason being, talent wins. I think when you're playing with elite players know how to play with each other. And we were scared that Kyrie and Durant couldn't play together because there's one ball. We said that about same thing in the Warriors. We said that now that James Harden's kind of evolved his game and he's become this elite pass-first player. So I don't think the Nets should have a problem getting past the Celtics without Jaylen Brown.
Okay, so heading back now to the West for the Western Conference semifinals, and we got first up Utah and LA. I mean, I didn't pick Utah to the next round, but I think if Utah does make it to the next round, I think that they should be able to compete easily with either the Clippers or the Mavericks, whoever it is. So I am actually going to go with the Utah Jazz in this series.
I think that what the Utah Jazz have done this year, super, super impressive. They're a top 4 team in both offense and defense, which is absolutely insane. But that being said, I think the Clippers not only have experience, but they're also a tremendous, tremendous team. Yes, they collapsed last year, but I think if the Clippers are really healthy for this series, the Clippers win it.
Yeah, I totally agree. Nothing more needs to be said. Kawhi Leonard is an elite player. He is an All-NBA player. This Los Angeles team actually shoots the ball well. Nothing else really that needs to be said. Sorry, Utah. You guys had a fantastic season, I'd say, but it has to come to an end.
Next up, Nuggets and Lakers. And again, I'm not going to bet against LeBron. Give me the Lakers.
Well, this is unfortunate because I had picked the Trailblazers and the Suns. So these are 2 teams that I didn't pick going forward. But I've made videos in the past about what I don't like about the Lakers. They don't have the bench. They don't have team chemistry. They battled pandemic issues all year. They battled injuries. So with all the struggles aside, they haven't played together that much either. And even though Denver is a little bit injured, I like Denver here.
So I guess this comes down to me. I feel bad for Bernie here because I feel like I'm siding with Noah a lot, but give me the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm done betting against LeBron. Okay, I say it every year. This is LeBron's downfall. This is downfall, and he looks slower, I will admit, but he's LeBron James. I'm not even betting on the Lakers here. I'm betting on LeBron. So
yeah, and it looks like we got some big LeBron fans in the chat, and of course we have Ethan Harrell in the chat, so we're going to have lots of Lakers or LeBron fandom there. So now moving on to the East Conference semifinals, 76ers, Knicks. I mean, the Knicks are the team again. Like, it'd be fun to watch them win. I just think that they get out-talented by Philly. It's plain and simple. As much as I'd love to see the Knicks, I'd love to see RJ Barrett because he's Canadian, and really Julius Randle just because he's turned into this real role player and one of the more dominant, one of the most improved guys from last season to this season, but I'm still going to go with the 76ers here.
I feel like I'm the opposition every single time, but I'm going with the 76ers here. The Knicks are a tremendous, tremendous defensive team. But again, as I said before, I love what Embiid's done this year, especially on the offensive side of the ball, averaging like 28 or over 28 points per game, actually. And I just don't think on the offensive side of the ball with just Julius Randle over there that the Knicks actually have enough firepower to get past the 76ers.
And before we get into Adamo, we should shout out a super chat that we just got from Ethan Harrell. LeBron is the GOAT. Thank you, Ethan. We all needed to hear that.
I disagree, but thank you for that.
That being said, channel. Okay, so Adamo, finish it off.
I hate to do this, but give me Knicks basketball. Even though it's not going to count towards our bracket.
Yeah.
I think, you know what, for the sake of fun and the sake of which team I have going to the Eastern Conference Finals, I think we're going to see an all-New York battle. It's a little tease there. The Knicks play really, really, really good defense, coached by Tom Thibodeau, who's obviously an elite defensive coach. Julius Randle is probably the second best player in this series. We're also kind of underestimating how good RJ Barrett's been, averaging 18 points, shooting the three ball extremely well at 40%. So give me the Knicks, even though it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Well, the whole time you either mean nothing or you decide the whole thing. So
True.
You're put in a good position. I'm just the leadoff. I guess Bernie could call the series every single time if he wanted to. Okay, so next up we have Bucks and Nets. I said the Nets are the best team in here, and I'm going to stick with that. Give me the Nets. I don't need to talk much more. I mean, I think Giannis is good. I think the Bucks have a good team, but I don't think it's enough to compete with the talent, just the pure raw talent that the Nets have. So give me the Nets here.
I picked against the Nets last round, but the deeper this Nets team gets into the playoffs, I think the better they are, because the more games that these big three guys for the Nets play together, the more team chemistry they have, the better I think they work offensively. And even though I don't think they're a great defensive team, I think the better you get defensively as well. It's really, really hard to pick against Giannis because, you know, he does so much for the Bucks. But I actually like the Nets here.
Well, I'm useless again, but not like I was going to disagree. Give me the Nets. I think they're one of the best teams in the league. They have stars. Stars win you games. Let's move on.
Yeah. Okay, now moving out west, back again, and we got an all-LA finals here, so they're never going to leave the Staples Center. Clippers versus Lakers. I said it again. I don't like LeBron. I don't want to see him win because I felt like we've seen that enough, but I'm not going to bet against him here. Yes, the Clippers have Kawhi and all of that. I still think, even though I think LeBron's still aging and he's getting worse and whatever, it doesn't matter what I say because every time I say something, LeBron just continues to show that he is still as dominant as he was when he first came into the league. So I'm still taking the Lakers here.
Perfect. I'm going to make it a three-peat and pick against the Lakers again. I'm going with the Clippers. So if anybody wants to clip that in the chat and then the Lakers end up making it to the finals so that you can show me the video after. But I don't like the way that the Lakers team is built, and it has nothing to do with LeBron. And I think he's a tremendous, tremendous player, obviously. It's just their lack of depth. And I really, really like the way the Clippers are built. The way they play defense. I don't think the Lakers match it, so I'm taking the Clippers.
Okay, Adamo, or Insider Man, sorry, you have a big pick here. Deciding who goes to the finals, who are you taking?
Bernie, I'm making you pick against LeBron again. He's going to the finals. The writing is on the wall, and I don't want to see it. I'm not going to lie. I don't want to see it. It'd be so cool if he went out in the first round against the Suns.
Yeah,
I'd want to see Denver. Anyone else I'd want to see. Anyone else I'd want to see. But that's just not how LeBron operates. He's going to the finals. That's it.
I'd love to see the Suns sweep in 4 and send LeBron. I wanted LeBron to get out in the play-ins, and like that. First of all, the play-ins would have been scrapped, in my opinion, if LeBron would have got out in them, because it loses the NBA so much money if you don't have LeBron playing deep into the playoffs. So I think the Lakers are going in. Now it's time to pick the East. Nets. How I'm gonna say Nets. Period.
This one's tough, I think, because I really, really like the 76ers. And even though I'm a Raptors fan, the 76ers are sort of a team that I've just always wanted them to kind of work out and make it deep. And now that the Raptors aren't in the playoffs, they obviously have that shot. But I still like the Nets. The deeper they get into the playoffs, the better they are. So I'm taking the Nets.
Another useless pick for me here, but it's not like I was going to disagree. I think we're going to see another KD LeBron final. And this bracket is pretty much, except for that 76ers pick, which I wouldn't even mind, I'd probably end up doing it, is what my bracket would look like.
Finals. Here's the big time finals. I mean, this is going to get the media attention because it's just LeBron and KD. I think that this is all in all the best thing that could happen for the NBA from a viewership standpoint and an advertising standpoint. You want the best players in the league always be playing in the finals, and I think that's what you're going to get here. I picked LeBron all the way through, but I think that this is where he falls. I think that the Nets are just. I've said for a while now, ever since that the Nets have kind of built this super team, that the finals is going to be Nets and Lakers, and I think that the Nets are going to win it. It's kind of like the super team versus LeBron that we saw back with the Warriors. And yes, back in 2016, LeBron did beat the super team of the Warriors. But I feel like you look at the 2016 Warriors, that was a team without KD yet. And I just feel like this Nets team is better than that 2016 Warriors team. So give me the Brooklyn Nets winning the NBA Finals here.
Well, I'm going with the 4-peat here, so I'm taking the Brooklyn Nets again. I really, really hope that if this series does happen, that everybody's healthy, because a healthy LeBron and a healthy Anthony Davis against a healthy big three that the Brooklyn Nets have would be just such a treat to watch. But I still stand by. I think that Kevin Durant, when he's healthy, is the best scorer, a most talented scorer in the NBA. So I think the Nets have the scoring advantage. I think they have the depth advantage. But it would be a very good series, in my opinion.
Well, another one. This one doesn't matter, but I'm going to take the Brooklyn Nets as well. I said it before they got James Harden. Then they added James Harden, who's become this elite point guard. Kyrie slid over to the 2 to be kind of an off-ball scorer, and he's just so good at it. This whole team, top to bottom, is so much fun. And I think this is going to be a great final, like you said, if everyone's healthy. So give me the Brooklyn Nets.
Yep. Well, there we have it. We have the Brooklyn Nets as our NBA champion. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We really, really appreciate it. Like down below, comment your predictions, because we'd love to hear who you have winning. If you have the Nets or you have someone else, any team, we'd love to hear that, or any series that you think will happen, any big upsets. Like down below, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and definitely come back next time. Beautiful.
Ethan, the Lakers do not have the depth advantage. Oh, more depth than last year. Yeah, but they don't have the depth advantage in comparison to the Nets.
My voice is shot. Oh my god.
You have a LeBron James who
made it this far.
You have a LeBron who's not going to be healthy for the start of the playoffs. And even when LeBron did play his last couple games before he got injured, he was not very good with the Lakers. I don't know. I don't like the Lakers this year.
If you super chat $500, we'll redo the bracket and pick the Lakers.
No, we won't. I literally picked against them 4 times in a row. Man, the comments when we actually post that video are going to rip on me.
Yeah, but they should.
I'm sure Lakers fans will be really happy.
Now.
All right, bet.
Let's get some Top Shot. Here we go. Am I up?
Yep.
Actually, how did you just get the
Oh, here. Do you want me to stop showing my screen?
How'd you do the
click,
single tab?
Click share screen, then share screen again, then go to Chrome tab, and then just click the tab.
I'm stupid. I'm actually dumb. Okay. Let's do that.
I like doing live streams like this. It's such an easy way to make videos.
It's chill.
It's more engaging. Okay. Here we go. Can you guys see that?
Yep, you're good.
Let's open it. They added new music to it, but I'm not going to turn it on.
All right, are we guessing?
Yep. Are we doing team or player?
Let's go team.
Yeah, let's do team.
Team's way easier. Let's do teams. All right.
Yeah, but if you get a player, think of how hyped that would be.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, we guess a team and player. How about that?
We've never even guessed the team right.
And player. If anyone guesses the player, they're literally
team and player.
Okay.
I'm going LeBron on the 76ers.
Wait, what?
I'm joking.
Okay, so you're gonna lock in?
Team and player.
Okay, I'm going Valanciunas with the Grizzlies.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna go Noah, you go. I have no idea.
I'm going to go Matisse Thybulle on the 76ers.
And I'll go with Christian Wood on the Houston Rockets.
That's just not going to happen.
No way.
Oh, I was going to freak out, bro.
That would have been so funny.
Oh, my God.
Especially because I was like, I'm no way.
Like, right there.
That would have been so
no point of bringing prices for all these because they're all terrible. No, it's worth
Oh,
Bro,
like
that
I'm
would have
so
been like the
disappointed.
best moment in the history of this channel.
That's still crazy. That was like a 1 in 30 chance.
Hey, you got the team. You're the first person ever to get the team right.
Yeah. Look at that.
Okay, let's go. Moment number 2.
One of these has to be Valanciunas, so I'm sticking with it.
Grizzlies Valanciunas. Okay, insider man.
Kyle Kuzma, New York. LA Lakers.
I'm gonna go with who's? Oh yeah, Delon Brooks, Memphis Grizzlies. So me and Bernie both have Memphis. Shoot, Donovan Mitchell.
Block.
That's too
Hold
obvious though.
It's like,
Ooh.
holy
Jeez.
cow. That was crazy.
I've never even seen
What I
that.
don't like
Yeah.
about Top Shot is
My
that
God.
so many of these plays are so good and yet they're worth nothing. I say they just throw in a bunch of crap highlights and like when you get a good highlight, it actually means something. Okay, third and final one. You still think Valanciunas, Bernie?
No, it's Steven Adams
It's definitely going to be Valanciunas.
from the Pelicans. But if this is Valanciunas, Ethan has to donate $500.
Okay. Sounds
So,
good.
All right.
just saying, yeah.
Insider man.
I'm going to guess Jonas Valanciunas.
If this is Valanciunas,
This is
I'm
my
losing
guess.
my mind.
This is my guess. It's Valanciunas.
I'm going to go Patrick Williams.
If this is the Grizzlies, I'm gonna.
Oh,
Okay.
Kristaps.
If that was Valanciunas, I would have lost.
Okay, we
my
still got
mind.
one more. We'll view my progress, whatever. That I
Ethan
thought that this
Harrell?
was Christian Wood. I was about to lose my mind. Holy crap.
If that was,
When
I
I
would have
saw it
gone
was the
crazy.
Rockets,
Dude, that would have
Okay.
so sick.
let's stop sharing this screen. We still got 3 more to do.
Wait, we have 3 more. Oh, 3 more. Like,
Or like, yeah, 3
Yeah.
more to open. Let's see here.
I need to just find like the most obscure players in the NBA and just guess them.
You know what? I'm going to go
That's what
NBA.
I'm doing. I'm just going on rosters right now and just like most obscure players.
All right, NBA 2K20. Random player Random player. All players. Let's see it. Current players. Minimum points per game. We'll go 2. Minimum player rating 60.
I don't know. How do I share on Safari? Why isn't this working? No, we'll do it on Chrome again. Whatever. Oh, no. Now it's... Oh, shoot. Okay, give me a second. Okay, can you guys see that?
Yeah, you're good.
Perfect.
Yes, sir.
Packs, or no, it's in collection. Okay, here we go. Do we have a Christian Wood? First time up, let's see. Let's go
Can you
right
guess?
to left this time. First
All
card,
right.
or first moment.
I'm taking Harkless from the Kings.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Alec Burks from the Knicks.
I always get Celtics players, so I'm going Jaylen Brown on the Celtics.
I'm feeling a Nick. I don't know why.
What?
Mellow. Be mellow.
Yeah.
Yes,
I was-
Brad Wanamaker.
First team I went on the NBA standings was actually from them. I was gonna pick a Hornets guy.
He's like the biggest meme player too. I think that's a debut card. Nice. Okay. Middle. What are we
This
guessing?
is Jonas, bro.
Think? No, this is Christian
NFL
Wood.
Tunis. Christian Wood. I'm gonna go with Chris Paul on the Suns. Let's go with him.
I just don't want to not pick Valanciunas and then just
Ah.
win again one time. What the heck is that?
Damian
Who's
Dotson.
Damian Dotson?
Never heard of this
I
guy.
think that's another debut card. Let's see the highlight.
This is the only time he scored in the NBA.
He's a myth. He's not real. He's not real.
That's like that other
He's
dude
a
that we
myth.
got. Jakar Sampson. We got him last time. No one knew who he was.
Okay,
Okay.
I need a real
Third one.
good guy.
I got my
like,
guess. I know who I'm going PJ Dozier. I'm going PJ Dozier, Denver Nuggets.
All right, let's go Duncan Robinson.
Well, this is awkward. We don't have any. This is Jonas Valanciunas.
Here we go.
It's got to be Duncan. I don't.
Oh,
If this was
come
the
on.
other guy, I
I
was
got
thinking,
excited
No.
when I saw the blue.
Oh.
Oh, Ben Simmons. How about that? Well, that is all we got. Let's watch the highlight. I don't get why they throw in assists. in
Trey
here.
Ball.
Like, I guess.
Oh, it wasn't even him who had the.
Yeah,
I
it wasn't
thought
even him. He just passed him the ball.
I was like, what's going on here?
They
No,
should
I
just
really turn
do
on my
these
light.
whole games. Like, they should just do entire games.
Like a whole 3-hour clip.
Oh, the Gamecocks just hit a 3-run home run and take the lead by 1. That's hype.
Jays?
No, Gamecocks.
Gotcha.
Always got to tune into the Gamecocks. Let's see. Ethan says, Bernie, who's your favorite NBA player? I know this one.
It's KD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kevin Durant.
Yo, where are all the guys that usually like pop the questions in the chat?
I think Ethan might be the only guy we have in here right now.
Do you guys know how to okay, so when you're uploading a video, do you have to make it like for kids or not for kids? Do you have to pick?
Yeah, there's a button to press.
If you make it for kids, I don't think you can comment. And you know when you
Yeah.
like swipe down on the video and you watch it on like the mini player of the screen?
Yeah.
You can't do that either. It's just a pain.
Okay, so
Yes.
I'm just gonna go not for kids.
Yeah. Never go for kids. This isn't a kids channel. Our average viewer rate is like 35 or like 40 something. Like our least percentage of viewers is 13 to 17-year-olds.
Yeah,
is
but you
so
got to
sad.
think because probably most people sign up with their parents' age.
I don't think so. I just think it's a bunch of people who like watching our YouTube who are
How
older
long
and
was the
experienced.
video that we did earlier? It's got to be like probably
It was
half
like
an hour or something.
25 minutes at least.
I think though, if we get that up after the playing game, I think that should probably pop off.
Yeah, let's end this broadcast and then we'll go on Discord or something.
All right.
Thank you everyone for tuning in. Top shots and NBA picks. I appreciate it. Ethan, thank you for the super chat, and definitely everyone come back next time.